play is called The North China Lover, and it's an adaptation of the book by Marguerite Duras. And I've been obsessed with this book since I read it, which was a long time ago. I think 18, 19 years ago. I'd started working on the adaptation then, ages ago, and then just kind of put it away and thought, oh, we'll never do this. But it's just kept with me. And so I thought, I've got 30 pages, I might as well finish it. So I finally finished it and then started presenting it to the company. My view of it has changed a lot, because I started out much younger, and my viewpoint was much younger on it. And it's a lot more complicated now. The story is about this year in the life of the girl. She's called the child, she's not named. And it's in the 1930s, and the family is French, and they live in French Indochina. And they are, at the end of the year, they're going back to France. And the girl has spent her whole childhood in Indochina. And in this last year, she meets this man, the North China Lover of the title, and they have a love affair. It's her first love affair. It has a very compelling, to me, take on female sexuality that we don't often see. And I think Marguerite Duras is a great writer of the female sexual experience in a really brave way. So I think that's really interesting about it. And then I also think the idea of memory and of what you're haunted by and how you tell the story to yourself, and how you just her trying to bridge that gap from her French life to the lost childhood, I think is really interesting and compelling. And I think a lot of us, in a certain way, were exiled from our past and our childhood, and yet it's infused so much of who we are. It's really a beautiful book, and when I first read the book, her voice is so original that I had to keep putting it down because I didn't want it to end. It's one of those books for me where I just wanted it to last and last and last, because it was so kind of otherworldly. It just created its own universe.